everybody, Coach JoJo here, and it's been a week. I took a week off for the holiday, but we're going through the book, Made to Crave, and this week I want to bring you chapters 7 and 8 together because they kind of go together. So chapter 7 is I am not defined by the numbers, and chapter 8 is making peace with the realities of my body. So I wanted to bring you two really important things, one from each chapter. First, in I'm not defined by the numbers, she says we can step on the scale and accept the numbers for what they are. They are an indication of how much my body weighs, not an indication of my worth. Okay? What your body weighs, whether you like it or not, whether it's too much or too little, it doesn't matter what it is not a measure of what you're worth. It is a measure of what your body weighs. It can be an indication of how healthy you may be, but it is not an indication of what you're worth. You are worth so much to God. She goes on to talk about Apostle Paul, and he said that the Lord gives us everything we need in life. We just have to kind of tap into that. And that's what I help my clients do, because sometimes we don't know what we need. We know us best, but we are still a lot of times assigning worth to numbers, our IQ, our weight, our whatever it is, the number in our bank account, whatever it is, that's not what we're worth. Okay, that's an indication of certain things. The weight that your body, the number on the scale is what your body weighs. Could be an indication of your health, but it is not what you are worth. That's something you really need to get, not just in here, but in here. Okay, she goes on to say in the next chapter, and I love this. She says, define your week by obedience. Okay? Not by the number on the scale. The scale does help measure our progress. And that's why I have my clients weigh each week, because that'll give you an indication, because sometimes you feel a certain way, but you don't know if you're really getting ahead where you want to go until you measure. And so that's an indication of how you're doing, how you're progressing, but it is not an indication of whether you're good or bad, or you did well or did not do well. So there are times where you could have lost a pound of fat but gained 2 pounds of muscle. It is still an indication of what your body weighs. So what I like to do is to see, how am I fitting in my clothes? Are these size extra smalls fitting, or are they getting too small? Do you like the way you're fit? Do you like the way you look? Do you feel good with how you did that week? And she goes on to say, she asks herself several questions. She says, I hop on the scale, and was I successful? Was it a God-pleasing week? Because she was obedient to what she needed to do. And so she asked herself these questions, and I think it's in here somewhere. Oh, I lost them. Okay. But she said, oh, here they are. Did I overeat this week or any day? Yes or no? Did I move more and exercise regularly? Did I feel lighter than I did at this time last week? Did I eat in secret or out of anger or frustration? Did I feel at any time I ran to food rather than running to God? These are things you ask yourself. Did I do what I said I was going to do, what I set out to do? Did I follow? Sometimes the body can be frustrating because it's a little stubborn. Sometimes you get down to your last 10 pounds. That can be kind of stubborn because it's only got 10 pounds to go, and it can take a little longer. I talk to my clients about that myself too. So did you do well? Did you do the things you said you were going to do? Were you obedient to stewarding your body well? Then don't worry about the number on the scale, because it is just an indication. It's not always a great indication, because it also, like I said, you can gain 2 pounds of muscle. Muscle weighs more than fat, by the way. So the number on the scale is not the be all end all. And she goes into some really great things. You really need to read this book. It's awesome. She says, the body that God has given me is good. It's not perfect, because if it were perfect, I'd be taller. But it is a gift for which I am thankful. And stewarding your body well does not mean necessarily a number on a scale. By the way, there is a range. Everybody's body is a little bit different. You may have more muscle on you because you work out, or maybe you're just naturally that way. You may have more bone. I have very small bones because I'm a very small person. But everybody's different, and it isn't just the number on a scale. It's how you're living your life, how you're stewarding your body well, and those numbers will come. So anyway, that's chapter 7 and 8. Next time I'm going to go into 9. I may be pushing these together in the coming weeks because this is getting a little bit long, and I do have another series that I want to do. I may actually do them in between here, so watch for that. Anyway, I would love to chat with you if you have any kinds of issues with your weight, whether you're trying to lose or gain, whether you have food as kind of an addiction. I can help with that. At the very least, I can talk with you, give you some encouragement, and see if there's something else that I can do to help. There always is something, even if it's just an encouragement and some tips. So let me know. Talk to you next week.